the way I see it here in LA, and it's so unfortunate because I have spent most of my time as an adult in LA, and there are some perceptions that you could gain about the world living in this city that would make you think it's like this everywhere else. And that's part of the reason why I think it's so important to get out of here, especially for myself, because I don't want to have my perception of life so twisted and so perverted that I offend someone else uh, in somewhere else that I go. Not because I care about what other people think, but because I know that there are more ways to get success than to be a slut to everyone. Now, there are different ways to try to make friends and meet people, and we have our success in our different ways. And, shout out to a platform like Bumble that tries to create the opportunity for these things to happen. And to be honest, with dating apps, I've never had that much success um, on dating apps. I've met a couple of people on dating apps, and obviously, I'm not with those people. Um, but Bumble has like a three-tier sort of setup and what your objective may be when you're looking for friends or when you're looking for people. And so, generally speaking, right, like again, part of the reason why I haven't met many people on Bumble is because a lot of women don't respond anyway on Bumble. Like even if you match with them, like they don't say anything back. So I've also just tried to meet just like regular people on like regular tip, like guys, right? So like Bumble has like this other section called BFF, right, where you like make friends, right? So you meet friends. Now, it's interesting because they automatically just give me everybody in the same gender as me, right? As if it's not possible to have just regular female friends. But not like it matters, right? I'm not, it's not like I'm looking forward to, whether or not it's but, anyway, so, uh, yesterday, I matched with this dude and he does surfing, right? I swiped on him because he does surfing, and I'm like, bro, I haven't gone surfing in so long. You know what I'm saying? I used to be in a surf camp when I was younger, and I love surfing. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh yeah, sure, let's do it. You got Snapchat? I'm like, yeah, sure. So anyway, I give him my Snapchat, yada yada. We connect. We don't really say much of anything though in the very beginning. Um, but I just woke up, a little bit ago, and he texted me at like 3:30 in the morning, like just randomly woke up or whatever. I'm just chilling. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Um, I let him know, I just woke up, and I let him know too, like, bro, I don't really use this app, just letting you know in advance. Don't take offense. So then this dude sends me a snap, right? It's a video, and it's a video of, like, him revealing like some covers like off of his naked ass. Bro, like, just instant unfriend, unmatched. Like, bro, I don't want to talk to you, bro. Like, I don't want to see that. And that's my biggest fear, like, in terms of like all this. It's like when it comes down to, you know, the element of friendship or the element of, unity. Unity does not always have to equate to lust. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have friends because we fuck sometimes. Like, no, bro. Like, And it's so sad because there are so many different stories about people who have been violated, especially sexually, because of people intentionally perverting the parameters of a situation. You know what I mean? Now, on one end, I understand how people can, uh, get it, like simply, right, like look at the situation and be like, oh, like use it as the opportunity to create that like meaning like to be like, oh yeah, well, this is what I want anyway, and and go through that, right, and go ahead and have friends to do gay shit with and whatever you want to say. But to create the climate, to foster an environment, as if to say that, oh, nah, we're all just fucking, like, nah, bro, like, no, I'm not gonna accept that. I can't accept that, like, because like I said, like, it is possible. Like, there are so many people, um uh, on this planet who grow up and they are looking for people who take them seriously, who take things seriously, and you know everything should not be, you know an opportunity to be taken advantage of sexually. It's so dangerous to create this perception that the point of connecting with someone, especially man to man, right, um, is to interact sexually. I don't want to interact sexually with you. This is Bumble Friends. Like, it's hard enough as a guy to meet genuine cool people who aren't trying to sabotage your life. You know what I'm saying? Who can have genuine conversations, who can like solve problems and all that type of shit. And you niggas are out here, you know, being an absolute abomination. And yeah, it's so funny. You would call it homophobia, or you would call it like some bullshit, but it's like, bro, you're literally crossing the lines. Like, you're this is like the root. Like, you would say, oh well, uh you would say, oh well, you're scared of gay people because they advance on you and then you get upset. But it's like, okay, but like, don't they literally say, like, with rape and like sexual harassment and like all these things, it's like what you're doing is highly inappropriate. And it's like, you only ask for what you're asking for, which is your equality or whatever it is you think that you're asking for, um so that you can do what you do and you feel free in what you're doing. It should not be so uh it should not be so in the world that, oh well, um it's too uncomfortable, right, for me as a man, or I'll say it that way. Yeah, it's too uncomfortable for me as a man to, try to approach a woman, or try to meet a woman under whatever XYZ parameters, and then she has the ability to control, or society has the ability to control the parameters by which I can approach that woman, right? Yet at the same time, there's no limit, like, for these guys. Like there's no line drawn between all the other relationships, like all the other interactions, all the other connections. Bro, like there's just something deeply wrong with LA culture. Excuse me. And I want to caution people because I'm very confident that there are many people who have come to LA and shit, I couldn't even imagine how many people have grown up out here who have developed this impression that in order for you to be cool, that in order for you to be friends with a guy, that in order for you to make friends and connect, that you have to, you know, give your body out. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Hey, bro, I'll fuck your girl for you. Like, if your girl wants to fuck me, or like if you want me to fuck, if we can do that, like that type of like perverse thing, like I'll, you know, because that's the type of shit I'm into. But because I'd be cooler with that than, yeah, because then at least you gotta tell me too, right? Then at least like it's a different thing, yada yada yada, or just that. But like, bro, I don't want, you know, my friendships with guys, my serious friendships with guys, because we should have the avenues to speak with each other about, you know, things that go on in life, or you know, how to solve the world's problems and things like this. But without all of the, you know, like I don't want to do the lightsabers. Like I don't like this is not what this is. And it's actually a shame. And so it's discouraging too, because, you know, when you have these kinds of experiences and when you have them frequently, especially too, they make you want to give up on that whole community and, you know, just like, you know, burn it all away. But, you know, you also say, but, you know, everybody's not like this. And, you know, you just try to find the people who are sane. But, you know, for anybody else who understands what I'm saying and is on some sort of a similar journey, I do encourage you to keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? Stay optimistic. In the realm of finding more people who care, in the realm of finding people. You know what I'm saying? Not these people who just they're gone, man. Like there's something going on. You know what I mean? And yo, like I said, it might just be Los Angeles culture, and we can talk about that, or Southern California culture, and we can talk about that for sure. Because I am no more equipped to talk about Southern California culture than now. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Men need help, especially heterosexual black men need help, or heterosexual men need people. It's a general problem. People need help with the fact that, you know, first of all, clearly there's not enough sex going on out here, you know, and I mean between ladies and men. I mean heterosexual sex. It is obvious that all of you are fucking each other. When you live a life, like when you see what's going on, and you see, you have the experiences that you're having, it causes you to just automatically perceive that, oh, well, this must be going on everywhere, right? And so, like I said, right, like you have a choice whether to think, oh, well, this goes on everywhere, so I guess this is just what I have to do, and this is what it's about. Or you say, oh, wow, this is what goes on everywhere, and you figure out, like I said, like where you place yourself in that, and yeah, bro, like I said, I have too much shit going on, and I just know who I am and what I want to do, um so much more than to allow myself, and also I have a certain perception of the world already to, you know, have this, to delude myself into believing that, oh, okay, well, yeah, this is okay, and this is what we are, and that this is what life is about. Everybody just fucking each other. There's no other substance to relationships with people than to be fucking them, um, and that's with anybody. Southern California needs help.